Buying a home is probably the biggest investment most of us will ever make. And before signing on the dotted line, it's important to have a home inspection. But beware, tonight a Contact 13 consumer alert from a Valley man who warns he didn't get what he paid for.
I depend on his advice to know if the house is worthy of buying.
They say home is where the heart is.
That the paint's scraping off.
But that's not the case for Terry Armitage. He regrets last summer's purchase of his Las Vegas home.
If I would have known that all these things were going to cost me so much more money, I would have went back and tried to renegotiate or walked away.
This report shows he hired a home inspector, but Terry says he's uncovered one issue after another. The first involving the air conditioning just 10 days after moving in.
Water was all over the floor. It lifted my parquet floor up, saturated my carpeting in both bedrooms, brand new carpeting.
Terry says he was forced to replace his AC unit, but according to the home inspection report, the only issue worth noting was poor insulation on an outside line. Then there's the garbage disposal. The report doesn't even show it was tested when the kitchen was inspected.
Come to find out, the bottom of the garbage disposal was all rusted out.
The receipt shows he had to buy a new disposal, and the list goes on. Terry argues his garage door had to be replaced, his floors are in bad shape, and he's afraid to use the chimney because it wasn't thoroughly inspected.
I asked him to light the fireplace. He said, no, that's not in my... I cannot do that for you.
Terry feels he didn't get what he paid for, so he reached out to Contact 13, and here's what we found out.
Home inspectors are licensed by the Nevada Real Estate Division. Their office says while home inspectors provide useful information about the condition of a property, they are not necessarily an expert in all structural components and systems. In Terry's case, he actually filed a complaint with the state. But this paperwork shows there was insufficient evidence to confirm any violations, and the case was closed. So what do you need to know when hiring a home inspector?
How many inspections have they done? Curtis
Trujillo with Watchdogs Home Inspector says ask about their experience. Also confirm they're properly licensed. They should also have general liability insurance, plus errors and emissions insurance. If they do spot a problem,
we do recommend that you have it evaluated further by a specialist. For example, this receptacle has no power. We only do a visual, non-invasive inspection. We're not required to take that apart and find out why it doesn't have power.
That's a lesson Terry learned the hard way, and now he's warning others.
I don't want this to happen to anybody else because it's a make or break deal.
So here's the Contact 13 bottom line. Do your homework before hiring a home inspector. If you have an issue, file a complaint with the Real Estate Division. We have more information on how you can do that at our website, KTNV.com. Just click on links under the On Air tab.